This man appears out of nowhere offering $1,000 for that woman to spend the night with him. And the woman thinks he's going crazy. But the man questions whether she doesn't like money, arguing that $1,000 is a good amount. But the woman claims that she likes money, and finds it absurd that he would only offer $1,000. Her boyfriend stands up and questions whether the man is crazy, but the man says he is not talking to him. Then, he addresses the woman again, saying that for him money is no problem, and that he can give her another $1,000. The woman feels that is getting better, but thinks that the amount is still too little. And the man questions whether or not she will spend the night with him, and tells her that where that money came from, there is much more. The woman wants to know where she will be taken, and the man replies that he will take her to the best hotels in town, and insists that she accompany him. Without hesitation, she gets up to leave with that mysterious man, but her boyfriend interrupts her and asks if she is going crazy, and even thinks she is playing with him. But the woman doesn't want to stay with him, claiming that he is too poor. He tries to argue that they already have for years together, and he can't understand why his girlfriend would leave him because of a moment's money. She only says that she hopes he will be very happy, because now she has found a man who is her equal. And she leaves without looking back. At the hotel, she bumps into the cleaning lady and calls her a starving woman, questioning whether she doesn't watch where she is going. The cleaning lady apologizes and claims that she didn't see her pass by. She continues to offend the cleaning woman, saying that she is the type of a poor and starving person, that they don't see anything, and tells her to pay attention to her work, or else she will lose her job. The man agrees with the woman, and says that if the maid doesn't do things right, it will be her last job. Then he throws some bills at the maid, calling her a starving woman. That makes the woman laugh, and she quickly calls the man to get out of there. And the maid, who stays in the room, ends up taking all the money he threw on the floor. Once inside the room, the man asks what the woman thought of it. The woman observes the whole place in admiration, finding everything very beautiful, a soft bed and everything is wonderful in her eyes. Then she pulls him close to kiss him, but the man interrupts her because his phone starts ringing. He asks her to wait a moment, because he needs to take this call urgently, and leaves the woman alone in the room. And she lies down thinking that now she finally has everything she deserves. And the man is still on his cell phone to take care of his urgent call. Meanwhile, the woman is in the bedroom talking to herself that now she has everything she needs, a man she deserves, who will give her everything she needs. She thinks that he is not like her old boyfriend, who was poor and only waiting for a future inheritance, and she had to wait for his father to die to get inheritance money. But now everything is better, because she finally found someone rich like she wanted, believing that her luck has finally changed. A few minutes later, the man returns to the room apologizing for the delay, and justifying that he had to take this urgent call, and he tells her that now he's all hers. And the woman just wants to know when he is going to give her what he promised. And the man replies that he will give it to her only when she's his. And just as they are about to kiss, someone knocks on the bedroom door, interrupting the couple's moment. The woman gets mad for they have been interrupted, and gets even angrier when she realizes that it is the cleaning lady who has knocked on the door. She tries to justify herself that it's just room service, but the woman only gets even more mad, questioning who ordered room service. The maid explains that she is only following orders, and the woman says that the only thing she is doing is disrupting the couple's moment. And the maid says she will just leave the tray before continuing with her work. But the woman pulls the tray from her hand and throws the contents at the maid, soon after ordering her to do her own work and clean up the mess. And she orders the maid to wipe the floor with her mouth. And the couple keeps laughing and debauching the maid while she wipes the floor with her mouth. She feels humiliated by the whole situation, and leaves very ashamed and embarrassed by what she has been through. The woman calls her ridiculous and says that she got what she deserved, then closes the bedroom door and talks to the man again. She says she doesn't know why he hires this kind of woman, and the man says they are all incompetent. But the woman changes the subject, wanting to pick up where they left off, but the man asks her to calm down, claiming that this night will be unforgettable, but that he still has a surprise for her. She is sure that their night will be unforgettable, of that she has no doubt. The man takes the opportunity to ask her why she was with her old boyfriend. And the woman replies that he was of no use to her, and was just waiting for his father to pass away, because he has an inheritance, but then he appeared in her life and she had no reason to wait. She tells him that she never really loved her ex-boyfriend, that she just wanted to get rich at the expense of that inheritance he had to receive from his father. Then the man questions how it will be with him, and the woman says that as long as he gives her everything she wants, that he will pay for all her luxuries, she will always be his. The woman just thinks that she was very lucky to have met him. Her ex-boyfriend tells her to stop, claiming that he has already heard all the nonsense he could possibly hear from her. And the woman is totally confused, and the man just tells her to stop it, then hands the man some money, saying that his service has already been paid for. She still doesn't understand what is happening there, and the man tells her that he is actually an actor who was hired by her ex-boyfriend to find out who she really is, and in view of everything they saw there, they realize that she is not a worthy woman to be able to marry him, and the woman is embarrassed, and questions that they would marry only after he receives the inheritance, and the boyfriend confirms this information, but reveals that he heard her talking to her friends, that she would marry him only for the inheritance, and the woman goes into despair as she begs for his forgiveness. Then he tells her that his father didn't wait until he passed away to give him the inheritance, but realized that she wasn't worth it. And she tries to explain herself, asking him to forgive her and insists that they can talk about what happened, but he doesn't want to talk to her, not after everything he has heard, and he has already seen that she is not worth it. But the woman continues in her insistence, asking him not to leave her, while the actor continues watching everything and laughing. And he makes it clear that she was the one who left him because of money, that he really loved her, but it's not worth it anymore. He says that she should have thought before doing what she did. And the woman gets down on her knees and begs him not to leave her. But he doesn't want to hear it anymore, and pushes her away, saying he doesn't want to see her ever again. Then, feeling totally humiliated, the woman leaves feeling very ashamed. The actor then tells him that he made a great choice, and the man thanks him for his service. Sometime later, the woman is sweeping the sidewalk when her ex-boyfriend finds her, and they are surprised by the reunion after so long without seeing each other. He asks how she is doing these days. The woman then tells him that unfortunately she has suffered a lot since they broke up, and that she regrets all her actions, that she even spent sleepless nights and filled herself with medication, and that she regrets it very much. But the man doesn't hold a grudge, and says that she can put this behind her, that he wishes her to be very happy and that she can go on her way in peace. Soon a woman approaches him saying that she is ready, and she finds out that her ex-boyfriend is now married and that his wife is a wonderful person. Then the wife calls him to go, because they are already late for their appointment. While they are walking, the woman doesn't stop watching the couple embracing. Suddenly, the man asks his wife to wait a moment, and he returns to his ex-girlfriend, handing her some money to help her, then leaves her alone. And she cries in regret for all she has done.